Hey, thanks for coming back to KG's Garage. I'm back working on the RV, and I'm just going to do a little project here. The airlines on my air ride are leaking like crazy. So I purchased all new connectors. I'm going to change out whatever's on the manifold with these new connectors. Hopefully that stops the leak. And once that's done, that'll be good. Let me go show you what's happening. So I bought these new connectors here. These I got from Jim Bounds. You can buy them anywhere online. But I was talking to him, he knew exactly what I needed, so I got a whole bunch. And you can see this is my power level 2 air ride system. And I don't know if you can probably hear it. Pump's going, and they're leaking. So the ones that are on here now, you take the hose and you just push it in, and that's it. Push it in, it's done. These new ones, you push the hose in and then you actually tighten this down, and it gives you a lot better seal. So I'm going to be replacing all those things that are on the manifold with these new fittings. If I get my hand in here, yeah, watch, listen to this. Yeah, there's one I can feel the air too. Hear that leaking? So I know that one's definitely leaking. So it, yeah. And I tried replacing the hose. I bought a bunch of nylon hose right here, and I tried replacing it, and it still leaks. So it wasn't the hose; it's actually the fitting. So I'm going to pull that manifold off. I got to pull this out. It's got a couple screws here, 4 screws, and then pull it out and replace all those. I'm going to put some Teflon tape around the threads, and hopefully we'll stop that leak. All right, let me get at it. Look at this. All right, so I took the whole thing apart. I probably should have filmed me taking it apart, but so it was like this. This. Alright, I'm going to show you how it comes apart. There's a Allen key right there. You loosen the Allen key and the knob comes off. Okay? So you get the knob off. Then you take this little metal piece off, washer, I don't know what it is. Then you unscrew this. That comes off, that nut. Then I'm only showing you one side, right? And then you take the whole thing off. This is it seems like it's made out of metal, so that's kind of cool. Then there's this big washer behind here. You can see it dug in. And then I take that off and put it over in the pile. Okay. There's my Allen key for it. So now I'm left with this. It was just easier messing with it under the dash. Plus, I had to take this off anyway because I can't turn these 90s. It would hit, right? So now this is how it was inside the plate, right behind the plate. So now I'm going to try to I'm just going to take these off and replace them with the new ones. You know, unscrew that, put some Teflon around here, put that in there. And then when I go into the coach, it already has a piece of metal in it too. Put this on the hose, put that on the hose, put the hose in here, and then you just tighten it down. And this should stop my leaking issues. And we'll find out. Stick around in the video and see if this fixes the issue. Alright. And here it is. Ready to go in the back in the RV. Well, obviously not ready. I gotta put this back on. And maybe I'll show you that in a minute. But I have all the new fittings on here. So now I just have, you know, these fittings here go to whatever's out in the coach. I wanted to show you a tip. So I put some Teflon around all the fittings that go into the manifold. And I just want to show you how I do these. When I put the Teflon on the fitting, I will turn the fitting so I'm looking down the hole of the fitting, and then I'll put the Teflon going this way, going clockwise around it, like so. Hold on, I like to get it nice and smooth here, but so it's going clockwise around it like this, and I break it off. And this way, when you put it in the manifold and you're turning it, so you see where the break-off point is here, this will get put into the manifold, and I'm turning it to the right. So what happens is the Teflon is getting pulled. This end piece here will be like that, and it'll be getting tightened. If you do it the other way, just picture if you had the end of the Teflon coming out this way, it would be like this. I'm going to turn this the opposite way. It would get all bunched up and it comes off. So if you do it this way, it will not come off. And when you start tightening it, it gets tighter and tighter, and it stays on there, and it won't come off at all. So like if you do loosen, where is it? There it is. See, it just starts coming off. So just picture that opposite way. This is a little tip. Helps with the Teflon. Helps it seal a little bit better. That's the easiest way I found to figure out which way to do it. You just look right down the barrel, and then you go clockwise. Now let's put the rest of this on. Here's all the old pieces. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'll probably just throw them away because I'm tired of saving things, so I think I might just throw it away. So let's put this together. Star washers on there first. And then you put the plate. Okay. And you put these metal pieces in here. I don't know exactly what they do. You can probably put them on after. You know what? Put them on afterwards. Let's put the nut on first. I had to get a big adjustable. I didn't have the right size. And I'm making sure that on the other side, make sure these things stay up. It probably doesn't matter, but for it to fit in there, that's how they were. So I'm going to put it back in like that. And I think you just snug this down. That's a very thin nut. Alright. That's snugged on there. That just holds it on the plate. Now let's put these guys in. Put that guy in. That guy in. Now you put your knobs on. They'll only go in one way. I didn't think I turned the knobs, but apparently I did. Tighten that down. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Lower, travel, raise, hold. Let's see this one. There we go. Lower, travel, raise, hold. Alright, so it's clicking now. Okay, so now we just got to go put it back in. And I think I messed this up. I think this one is actually supposed to go up here. I'm going to go back to my video and look. But these here are 7/16, so I just 7/16 on there. And so there's 4 lines already in the RV that are going to connect to here. Okay, so I had to redo this. I put arrows here. I thought that was the up. I went back and looked at my video, and I was wrong. It should have been this way. So I had to redo this. The lines that go to the coach and all, you know, to the rear airbags and whatever have you, are on these here, on the middle guys and the bottom ones, and the top ones just combine to go to a fitting here. I don't remember the color right now, but I think this is red, and so this will go back. Anyway, this is the way it should be. Now I'm going to put it back in the coach and see if there are any leaks. I wanted to show you this real quick. These these lines that I have in there right now have these little brass fittings in here. You don't need them with these because these already have a brass fitting sticking out like that. See it? So that will help it not get crushed. You put your hose in there and it goes in that brass fitting. So you can take these out of your old one. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fittings, and there's 5 on here. So now I just have to put them all on there, and I'll show you that in a second. I can do this magic. Ready, set, done. Well, here it is. No more air leaking. All I have to do is just put these 4 screws back in. This one on the bottom here was a pain in the neck because you have to tighten these down. It was really hard to get in there. I had to get down in there and with the wrench and tighten it. Luckily, you don't have to tighten them that much. They just have to be like snug down there. You just make it snug because you're crushing the plastic hose. Right now, I'm trying to level it out. So right now it's like that. I'm raising the left side, driver's side, all the way. But now the driver's side's down too much. Now watch this. Driver's side's going up now. Alright, I'm going to put it on hold. Before this step was really close to the ground. Now it's a little bit higher up. I'm parked on a little bit of a hill, so one side's going to be higher than the other, but I'm trying to get it high level instead of lower, like slammed down on the ground level. I'm trying to get it off the dirt as much as possible, get as high off the dirt as possible. So I'm gonna let this go. The RV battery, the engine battery is a little low, so I'm just hitting the boost button, get the other 2 batteries going, lift up this thing a little bit. So it wasn't that bad of a job. Hardest part is making sure that you have the lines the correct way. So what I would suggest is before you take it apart, I mean, like I did, luckily I took a video of where everything was. I would do the same thing. Take a video of where the things are, and keep it. Your setup might be different than mine, so don't go by how this one is. Video yours, take pictures of it before you take it apart. It makes it a lot easier going back together. And the orientation of where the manifold is. Take note of that so you know, like, see, I put those arrows there. That was the wrong thing. I thought that was arrows up. That was, I had their orientation wrong. So, you know, put some markings on there so you know which way is up, and it would be a lot easier. All right, so look at this. So now I've raised the driver's side. I've been raising the driver's side for a while. Let me raise the passenger side. I can feel it moving too. So that's about level right there. I'm just gonna put them both on hold, and I'm gonna shut it off. That's good for now. But you can hear it is totally quiet. No more leaks. So if you hear leaking underneath your dash, most likely it's those fittings there. Call Jim Bounds and get some new connections for it. Luckily on this coach, somebody did modify the rear bags before I bought it, and I'll show you. So it was leaking all the time, and it just went down. But inside here, there's a valve right there, and there's a Schrader valve where you could take your a regular air hose. And that's what I had to do at one point. Take a regular air hose, plug it in there, and you can just lift up the whole rear. But there's also that valve right there that is open right now. I'm going to close it because I don't want this thing leaking down at all. I just have to remember to. So that, when I close that, see now it's closed. The air, nothing's going to happen. The air is not going to control this at all. But the coach is going to be sitting here for a while, so I don't need it to be controlled. I got the same thing on this side. So I just close that one. Same deal with the Schrader valve. Comes in real handy. The original ones didn't have that, but it comes real handy in an emergency, or if you want to get it up off the ground. So, anyway, there it is. You can see how much the wheel gap is here. I need to wash it. And, well, I don't know, maybe there's less wheel gap here. There is. Okay, well, that's gonna end this video. Hopefully this helps somebody. When I was looking around, I didn't find any detailed, I found pictures and stuff like that, but I never found a video on how to replace these. So now there's one out there. I appreciate it. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you have any comments or anything, go ahead and put them down there. I'll answer them. I'll see if I can get the part numbers for those fittings. I can put them in the link down below if you want to purchase them somewhere else besides Jim Bounds. But I would suggest just calling Jim and have him send them to you. But anyway, that's gonna end it here. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.